Hi guys! It's me again, Maria, and yes, I'm back for another plantzilla video. And for today's vlog, na siya numanilhik na siya diha. Hawa na natadaan kasi mubalik ang kawatan mo. Pa'y nag-ukoy-ukoy, mamud-mud, luoy pod. Wala siya masultihin, lo na daan. Kidding aside guys, so life goes on. For today's video, we will be preparing the potting mix that we will be using and repotting our mother plants. So earlier, we already put the garden soil mixed with cow manure, and this is the coco peat. Please do remember to avoid using the fresh ones because they tend to be acidic and they might harm your plants. To easily drain the excess water, we have to add the rice hulls in our potting mix. So these are all that we need to make a loose potting mix for our mother plants that we will be repotting right after this. So we will be repotting our Philodendron Tricolor. Kindly look at the soil that we used before. Sobrang pangit niya. Talagang by the looks of it, makikita mong ang tigas-tigas niya. To make our life easier in propagating them, we have to transfer them in a loose potting mix, including this mother lime fiddle or the golden dragon. In the first place, I really wonder why he opted for a lata to plant this one. This could be so beautiful. Look at the new leaf, although hindi pa siya nakaporma. And the third one that needs our care is this mother Philodendron Vru. From the time that we cut it, ito na siya ngayon. Meron na siyang dalawang malalaking shoots and we are waiting for the right time to cut it kapag meron na siyang maraming roots enough to survive. So for today, we will be repotting these three, the Philodendron Tricolor, the Philodendron Vru, and the Philodendron Lime Fiddle or the Golden Dragon. If you are new to this channel, click the subscribe button and tap the bell icon beside it so you will get notified whenever we upload new videos. But before that, let me show you our newly propagated philodendrons, the Choco Empress, and we also have this Philodendron Millinoni waiting for new shoots to pop out. Honestly, I don't know if it's gonna make it, but this is another Choco Empress. And we also have mother plants of Philodendron Moonlight. I think this is 2 weeks old. So, ayan, marami na siyang shoots na lumabas. And this is the other one. So, I never knew that he propagated this moonlights and walang video. Bigla na lang pag-uwi ko na propagate na pala. And this one here is a surprise. Wasn't expecting too much from this plant. So, this one really surprised me. So, look at that red one, kung nakikita nyo siya. Sobrang cute. I decided to cover it kasi may mga manok na dumadaan dito banda na hindi ko naman alaga. Baka madisgrasya siya. We decided to put them here because it is a shaded area since may malaking mangga and it's helping our plants well. Anywho, I'm cutting the chit-chat, so let's begin. Since we have our potting mix ready here, we will start with Philodendron Vru. It already has 2 shoots, but now is the time to check if they have roots. When you are checking, do it slowly to avoid damaging the new roots if in case they have some. We can clearly see now the philodendrons grow their roots on the nodes while their shoots pop out on their internodes. When we say nodes, sila yung mga stripes na makikita natin sa katawan ng mga philodendrons. And then we have to take out the soil slowly, I mean the old soil, before we try uprooting the mother plants. So as we can see now, it's clear that it has root, pero isa lang po, so hindi pa natin siya pwedeng i-cut. So we just have to uproot it, and then we will prepare the pot with the new potting mix in it. So for now, he is spraying the new root. It's actually the new one. Tingnan nyo, color white po siya. Siya po yung bagong tubong root from the time that we cut it. Please do remember that when cutting your philodendrons, it's really best to let it have 3 or more roots para madali siyang makarecover and makasurvive na siya on its own. I'm not sure how long will it take, but we really have to wait for new roots to come out before we can cut this Vru. But there is nothing much to worry. Madali pong tumubo ang Vru at hindi po siya mahirap alagaan. So, hindi siya high maintenance philodendron. Pwede mo lang siyang iwan dyan and in a few months, malaki na po siya. Anyway, we are still using the same pot. There's really nothing much to change on it. As long as it's big enough and it's enough for our plant to grow well, then there's no problem with it. So before the repotting process, we are putting some coconut fiber at the bottom of the pot. This is what we really usually do when repotting because it will help the water drain easily from the soil once we water our plants. So we will add the potting mix. We really need a loose soil, that's why we are changing potting mix because a loose soil will promote faster growth of roots. The type of soil that we usually have here is actually a bit muddy and kapag natuyo siya medyo nagbubukol-bukol. So it's really not good, especially if we are aiming to propagate our plant as soon as possible. Kapag buhagag po yung soil, in a way, we are helping the roots spread out easily. So instead of isa lang, baka next week marami na po siyang roots and makat na natin siya. Who knows, right? This is one of the reason why medyo mabilis po dumami yung plants namin dito. We don't usually buy plants like 2 of the same kind. Kadalasan isa lang po and then yun lang po yung ginagawa naming mother plant at pinaparami. So this way, mabilis po namin siyang napopropagate. We are aiming to align the root this way para hindi po siya mahirap bunutin once we cut it during propagation at hindi na kailangang i-uproot yung buong mother plant. We started collecting philodendrons last May of this year as far as I remember. And by this time, marami na po kaming na-propagate. So ayan, first pot done with the Philodendron Vru. Let's go to the Philodendron Tricolor. And 3, 2, 1. For this philodendron, we haven't really tried changing the potting mix ever since we planted it in this pot. Sobrang liit ng pot niya for its size. We already propagated it and we planted it last February 14 as far as I remember or a day after that. Meron na po kaming video nito and again marami na po siyang shoots. 1, 2, okay, ayan, 1, 2, 3, and then there is another one here na makikita lang natin, spray lang natin para maklaro. Oh, ayan, this is the 4th one. We are waiting for the bigger shoot to grow more roots enough for it to survive, but since sobrang tigas ng lupang pinagtaniman namin sa kanya, it's really best to change the potting mix. Although it is thriving and it's growing well, an extra care will surely go a long way. Just by the looks of it, parang sobrang puno na ng roots yung ilalim ng pot kasi maliit lang po yung pot na to eh. Let us try to uproot it and see what we can do. We haven't really paid much attention on our planters before, pero now we are trying to look for good pots for our plants. However, for this mother plant, siguro okay lang to na nandito as long as we will change the potting mix. So, oh my God, as I've said, puro na talaga roots yung ilalim niya. Parang konti na lang yung soil and limited yung pag-grow ng roots niya. Siguro kung nalagay ito sa mas malaki-laki pang pot, which is wala na naman kaming mas malaki pang pot, kaya ilalagay namin siya ulit on the same pot that we used. Sobrang haba pa pala niya sa ilalim. So, this really can tell that we don't know much about propagation before. Pero tingnan nyo ngayon, meron pa pala siyang shoot sa ilalim. So, I think it's really best to cut it para meron na naman tayong isa pang bago. For sure, it already has enough roots to survive. So, ayan, kakat na natin. Oh, sabi na nga ba, marami na po talaga siyang roots. So, kailangan natin siyang ilipat sa isa pang pot to give way para sa shoot na papalabas pa lang. Look at that. Kindly focus, camera focus. Okay, right? That's perfect. He's cleaning the bottom part to see if meron pa pong papalabas. Kasi this way, pag sinaspray natin siya, so malilinis, maaalis yung mga mud na nakakover. So, makakakita. Oh, see, meron pa palang isa. Look at that. I don't know if he's gonna cut it or he will just let it stay. I'll just leave it to him. So, ay naglalagay na naman tayo ng coconut fiber at the bottom of the pot before we add some potting mix. We just have to add some more soil before we start repotting the tricolor. So he didn't cut the newly found shoot. Instead, he is repotting the tricolor in a different position. Surely enough na mailabas po siya at hindi po siya matabunan ng lupa when we pot it. So he's currently adding some more soil. Let's see what will he do. Kasi sa tingnan nyo, diba, meron na pong isang root yung biggest shoot. So let's see what will he do kasi hindi po sila magka-level. The goal here is ilabas yung newly found shoot, but we also need to cover the root na lumabas dun sa malaking shoot. Anong gagawin natin? Hindi ko po alam. So, let's just wait and see anong gagawin nyo dyan. Soil check, sobrang loose na po niya. Malayong malayo na po dun sa soil niya kanina. Okay, I get it. So, dun sa part na meron ng root na lumabas, kinover na po niya ng soil. However, on the bottom part, hindi po niya nilagyan ng soil yung meron na pong papalabas na shoot para wala pong haharang sa kanya once mag-a-attempt na siyang tumubo. I guess I don't need to worry on that part na tinabunan lang ng soil yung meron ng isang root na lumabas kasi from time to time, chine-check naman po niya and based on his way of watering, it's gonna be fine. Ang kontra lang natin dito is the rain kasi hindi naman natin makokontrol, baka it will flush away the soil. However, I am pretty sure that we will not expose it to a heavy downpour. So we'll just let it be, and if you'd like to do the same thing, you want to plant your plant in a tilted way, make sure that you are monitoring it and then you are checking the plant from time to time, especially pag ganang situation. So we will move on to the last one, our lime fiddle or the philodendron golden dragon. So, I don't have any idea how will he remove it kasi feeling ko mahirap. Oh, ganun lang pala. So, he keeps on hitting it para maalis po yung kapit ng roots dun sa can mismo. Kasi baka katulad po ng tricolor yung itsura ng roots niya. So, tingnan na lang po natin upon uprooting it. Anyway guys, before I forget, all of these philodendrons that we are repotting were given for free. So, we didn't spend on these mother plants. So, look at that. Hindi pala siya katulad ng itsura ng tricolor. Oh, meron na pala siyang shoot dito. However, wala siyang white roots. So, okay guys, before we start, since bago po yung pot, we have to make sure na lalagyan po siya ng butas para mag-drain po yung water once we water it. So, we already learned from an experience na wala po pala yung butas yung pot. So, bubutasan natin siya ngayon para hindi mag-root rot yung plant natin. Okay guys, just a friendly reminder to prevent root rotting kapag bagong bili po yung pot niyo, especially kapag plastic pots, make sure na okay po yung holes niya para mag-drain yung water. This is based on experience guys. So he's trying to add more soil. Please do take note that iba po yung itsura ng baby na golden dragon or yung baby leaf ng golden dragon, just like silver sword and choco empress or other philodendrons. Okay, so malapit na tayong matapos. Let me just give some shout out to few of our subscribers. Hi to Jeric Mercado Piolio, I hope I'm saying it right. To Felix Nene, I'm not sure why he's Brian on Facebook, but that's him. Also to Miss Joy Uberta Anira, thank you so much for watching. And also to Mr. Miguel Lodevais, thank you so much guys for giving our channel a chance. For now, he's trying to clean the one na nakat natin kanina dun sa tricolor and then itatanim natin sa temporary pot, hoping that it will also grow. So we'll have I'm so happy that you made it till the end of this video. It has been Maria, the voice of plantzilla.bhl. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon beside it so you will get notified whenever we upload a new video. Bye guys!